The desert wind howled as a biker gang tore down an empty Arizona highway. Their engines roared like thunder, scaring away every bird and echoing across the wide sky. Townsfolk knew them as the Iron Fangs, wild riders who feared nothing. Their leader, Marcus, had a heart hardened by pain, but that day, something made him hit the brakes. By the roadside, an old man sat beside a broken truck, head in his hands, crying quietly. Dust blew past him, but he didn't move. The sight struck Marcus like lightning. He'd seen wrecked bikes, fallen riders, but never an old man crying alone in the desert. Marcus pulled over, his gang confused. "Boss, what's wrong?" one shouted. Marcus ignored him and walked over. The old man looked up, his eyes were red and tired. "Truck died," he whispered. "Was going to see my wife, it's her birthday today." He opened his trembling hand and showed a small photograph of a smiling woman holding flowers. For a moment, Marcus froze. He saw, in that old man's grief, the same emptiness he felt for years after losing his mother. "Let's help him," he finally said. His gang stared. Marcus never helped anyone, but this time was different. The bikers surrounded the old pickup. One checked the battery, another fetched tools. The old man sat silently, tears drying in the hot wind. They worked for nearly an hour, sweat dripping, dust coating their leather jackets. When the truck refused to start, Marcus sighed. "We'll take you ourselves," he said. The old man hesitated. "It's 10 miles to the cemetery," he murmured. Marcus smiled faintly. "Then it's 10 miles, we ride together." The gang looked at him in disbelief, but followed anyway. The old man climbed onto Marcus's bike, clutching the photo in his hand. As they rode, the wind whipped through his silver hair. For the first time in years, he felt alive, free, young again. Behind them, the gang followed in formation, their engines humming in harmony. People along the road stared in awe, a sight no one expected. A feared biker gang carrying a fragile old man toward a graveyard. The desert sun burned gold as the convoy disappeared over the horizon. They reached a small cemetery nestled behind a hill. The old man stepped off the bike, knees shaking. Marcus and his gang stood quietly behind him as he knelt beside a weathered grave marked Mary Thompson, 1938 to 2019. He placed flowers on the stone. "Happy birthday, my love," he whispered, his voice breaking. Tears rolled down his cheeks. Even the rough bikers turned away, pretending not to wipe their eyes. The silence of the desert was suddenly peaceful, almost holy. When the old man stood up, he walked to Marcus and said, "You gave me something no one else would. Your time." He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small silver cross on a chain. "This was hers," he said softly. "Now it's yours." Marcus took it gently, staring at the shining metal. For the first time in years, he felt warmth in his chest, something pure. He nodded silently. No words were needed. The cross glimmered in the sunlight, reflecting hope. That night, the gang camped near the highway. The fire crackled, and the desert sky was filled with stars. Marcus held the cross in his palm. "We've scared people for too long," he said quietly. "It's time we start protecting them instead." The others nodded one by one. Even the youngest, Danny, said, "Let's ride for good, not fear." From that moment, the Iron Fangs died, and the angels of the highway were born. Weeks passed. News spread across Arizona of bikers helping travelers, fixing cars, rescuing the stranded. People no longer ran from the sound of engines, they waited, hoping for help. One morning, the old man sat on his porch, watching the sunrise. He smiled when he heard motorcycles in the distance. "Keep riding, boys," he whispered. "Keep your spirit alive." On the highway, Marcus rode ahead of his crew, the silver cross, swinging in the wind, a symbol of redemption, born from an old man's tears. Even the hardest hearts can be softened by kindness. True strength isn't in power or fear, it's in compassion. One act of goodness can turn a life of darkness into a road of light.